Hello, hello, fiends, and welcome to another horrific edition of Casey's Creepy Creations. Tonight, we have a truly nauseating little nugget that I wrote and narrated, which I like to call The Last Haven. As always, we caution that the above video is not suitable for children, and if you suffer from a weak heart, please watch at your own risk.
The Last Haven.
The earth is no more. Once lush and thriving, it now lies in ruin, its surface reduced to smoldering ash by the relentless assault of an alien race far beyond humanity's comprehension. Billions perished in mere moments, their lives extinguished in the flash of devastating energy weapons. Only a handful, 10% of the human population, were lucky enough to escape. Humanity's survivors fled into the depths of space aboard the mighty starship Sentinel, a fortress capable of holding what little remained of a once great civilization. Yet for all its strength, the Sentinel carries a heavy burden, the fragile hopes of humanity and the crushing weight of its tragedy. Survival has come at a cost, and for long years the passengers of the Sentinel have known nothing but the cold, empty expanse of space. The Sentinel drifts aimlessly through the void, a self-contained world of despair and resilience. Within its steel walls, life continues, but only barely. The corridors echo with exhaustion. Mothers tell children of a world they've never seen, stories of blue skies, green forests, and oceans that stretch beyond the horizon. For most of the youngest aboard, Earth is little more than a sad bedtime story. Leadership aboard the Sentinel falls to Captain Richard Spake, a man defined by his duty. Spake is no stranger to loss, no survivor is. Yet he bears the mantle of leadership with unrelenting determination, grappling with impossible choices in a desperate bid to keep his people alive. Under his guidance, the Sentinel has endured years of hardship, its people finding strength in each other, and in the faint hope that one day their journey will end with safety.
That day seems to come when the Sentinel scanners detect something extraordinary. A planet. A world that, against all odds, may offer the possibility of a new home. The news spreads like wildfire through the ship, igniting a renewed sense of hope. For the first time in decades, the passengers speak of dreams, not nightmares.
Preparations begin immediately. Explorers study the planet's atmosphere, geography, and resources. Families talk of planting crops, building homes, and starting anew. After lifetimes spent floating in the void, the thought of solid ground beneath their feet feels surreal. And yet, beneath this wave of optimism, Captain Spake remains cautious. Hope is a fragile thing, easily shattered. And space has a cruel way of reminding humanity of its smallness. The first signs are subtle. A faint anomaly on long-range sensors, a flicker of interference. At first it's dismissed as a glitch, a technical hiccup after years of wear and tear. But the anomalies grow in intensity and frequency. They culminate in a single chilling signal, the unmistakable energy signature of an alien warship. The same species that destroyed Earth, those ruthless invaders, are back. The news hits the passengers of the Sentinel like a thunderclap. Fear spreads rapidly, infecting even the most hopeful. Whispers of the end echo in every corner of the ship. After narrowly escaping extinction once, are they now doomed to repeat history? Captain Spake knows the stakes. The planet they've found isn't just their destination, it's their last chance. The Sentinel doesn't have the resources to run, and surrender is not an option. Steeling himself, Spake calls his crew to action. The crew gets to work, transforming their once peaceful refuge into a makeshift warship. Engineers retrofit old equipment into weapons. Volunteers train in the art of combat, despite limited experience. Every available hand is put to use. The refugees' morale hangs by a thread. Many of them are not soldiers but survivors of a massacre. However, Spake inspires them with fiery words. This is not just a fight for survival. This is a fight for humanity itself. We cannot run, cannot hide. Yes, the odds are against us, but they always have been, and yet here we are, alive, together, fighting for our future.
The alien fleet emerges from the deep void like a predator stalking its prey. Massive and menacing, their ships blot out the stars. a reminder of the hopeless odds they once dealt Earth. They have no need for secrecy, their overwhelming presence designed to instill fear.
As humanity's enemy approaches, Captain Spake orders the crew to execute their plan. The refugees are split. Some remain aboard the Sentinel as defenders, while a smaller group descends to the planet's surface to begin preparations for colonization. The planet is everything they hoped for, lush, vibrant, and brimming with potential. But there's no time to admire its beauty. Even here, the aliens are a looming threat. Sleep-deprived and running on adrenaline, humanity's final survivors brace for impact. The war begins with explosions thundering through space as the Sentinel engages the alien warships in a desperate battle. The depths of the cosmos light up in a deadly exchange of fire. The Sentinel, already worn from decades of use, strains against the sustained assault, dodging enemy missiles and firing every weapon it has. On the surface, the struggle is equally dire. Aliens break through the atmosphere, sending scouts and attack ships to suppress humanity's efforts to settle the planet. Refugees band together, resorting to guerrilla tactics to defend their fragile foothold. Despite being outnumbered, humanity fights with desperation fueled by determination. Engineers repurpose mining equipment into improvised weapons. Families defend their temporary camps. Survival is no longer just their instinct, it is their promise to each other. The cost of resistance is enormous. Across the battlefield, brave souls make the ultimate sacrifice to keep others alive. On the Sentinel, an engineer stays behind in an airlock to repair a damaged turret, knowing it means his death. On the planet's surface, a young mother leads an alien scout away from the colony, ensuring its survival at the cost of her own. Each loss stings, a painful reminder of humanity's fragility, yet every sacrifice adds fuel to their resolve. This is their last stand, and they refuse to go quietly. Just when all seems lost, a breakthrough changes the tide. Deep within the Sentinel's archives, a long-forgotten fragment of alien technology reveals a weakness in the enemy fleet. Coordination among the aliens is dependent on a single massive flagship. Destroying it could throw their forces into chaos. Captain Spake seizes the opportunity, rallying his crew for one final strike. The plan is as dangerous as it is ambitious, but it may be humanity's only chance. The Sentinel's remaining weapons are concentrated on one target, the enemy flagship, looming like a shadow over their newfound planet. The climactic battle reaches its peak as the Sentinel executes its final desperate assault. Engines roar as the ship barrels toward the flagship, its guns fired with unrelenting ferocity. The alien fleet counterattacks, battering the Sentinel with waves of plasma fire. In a gripping sequence of events, the Sentinel delivers its ultimate blow, a direct strike that obliterates the alien flagship in a fiery explosion. The alien forces falter, their movements disorganized and chaotic without their centralized command. Humanity's defenders seize the moment, pressing their counterattack and driving the enemy forces away. The victory is bittersweet. The Sentinel is critically damaged, barely functional, and many lives have been lost. But humanity is alive. They have survived. As the dust settles, the survivors regroup on the surface of their new home. For the first time in generations, humanity feels the warmth of sunlight and breathes air untouched by war. Grieving their losses, they begin the difficult process of rebuilding. Captain Spake oversees the construction of the first settlement, his wearied face reflecting both the weight of the past and the hope of the future. The refugees plant the first seeds of Earth's legacy, their hands working tirelessly to transform this alien world into a new home. Even as humanity takes its first steps toward recovery, questions linger. Will the aliens return? Is this temporary peace merely an illusion? The survivors know that their journey is far from over. For now, though, they embrace the moment. They've beaten impossible odds, proving that humanity's spirit endures even in the darkest of times. High above, the broken shell of the Sentinel orbits the planet, a testament to their resilience. The stars remain vast and uncertain, but humanity is ready to face them. After all, they've been through extinction once, they will not fall again. The story you have just heard is gratefully dedicated to all those brave persons past, present, and future, who will shepherd humanity to its greatest glory. And to my wonderful subscribers, this is for you. Well, boils and ghouls, we've come to the end of yet another terrifying tale. If you've liked what you've seen, please feel free to drop us a like, a comment, or maybe even a subscription. They may seem like little things to you, but they mean a lot to us here at the dungeon. If you liked the video and would like to find out how it was made, click the link in the description below. I am affiliated with Flicky AI and will receive commission if you decide to make a purchase. They also have a free plan as well if you would like to try it out. And by the way, if you like what we've got for you here, then maybe you might want to check out these other YouTubers. Overlord DVD, Data Zord, Osaka Chandor, and Stark of Iron. Links in description. They're to die for. Thanks and unpleasant dreams until we meet again.